Hello, clever people, and welcome to my review for Blinded by the Light. So Blinded by the Light is a movie about a true story about a British Pakistani boy who grows up in a very depressing, kind of boring neighborhood, and he feels trapped in his family life because it's very stressful and very intense. And then one day, another friend of his shows him Bruce Springsteen, and through listening to Bruce, he finds a lot of meaning in himself, and he feels like he is truly being heard when he's listening to him. So Blinded by the Light is a movie I was looking forward to because the reviews for it were really, really good, and coming out of festivals, a lot of people were saying that it was the feel-good movie of the year. And every time I hear that, I always get super excited because I love feel-good movies. I absolutely love movies that can be super existential and dark and weird. Absolutely, I love those movies. But the movies that always really get my heart are the movies, the feel-good ones, the ones that you go from with a huge smile on your face. And I was a bit disappointed in Blinded by the Light in the fact that I don't think it was quite as feel-good as all the reviews and everybody was saying. But by the end of this movie, I had a huge smile on my face. It definitely has some feel-good scenes throughout, but they save all of the feel-good feeling for the ending, which is preferable to a movie having a bunch of feel-good in the beginning and then ending kind of sour. Because for me, and at least, the last 20 minutes of a movie are the most important parts of the movie, because that's the part that I'll walk out remembering, and that's the part that really kind of shapes and molds my opinion of a movie. Some would call it a problem. I don't think it is. I think that it's just that I love slow burn movies. I love movies that have a special emphasis on ending. That's just the ones that I prefer more. And I think that this isn't a slow burn movie by any means, but they save all the good stuff for the end, and because of that, it was a very satisfying, conclusive ending. That being said, there are a lot of problems with this film and how it's made. The way that they use the music of Bruce Springsteen, I think, could have been done a lot better. It feels like they keep Bruce Springsteen song scenes and scenes that have actual importance to the plot completely separate. Because whenever there's a song about a Bruce Springsteen song, a scene about a Bruce Springsteen song, there's never a whole lot going on in that scene. It's usually just people walking around and people singing or people just thinking about things. To me, the best way that a director can use music in a film is by having a scene happen and having music play over it, and by having music play over it, the scene feels a lot more intense and a lot more serious. And it's very, very difficult to do, but for a movie that was mostly about a boy and his love for Bruce Springsteen, I thought this movie absolutely needed to do that. And also the way that this movie concludes feels very quick, and in fact the whole movie feels really quick. It has a pretty decently long runtime. It's about 2 hours long. I think that this could have been longer because, for one, it didn't feel long. It felt like an hour-and-a-half movie, but also I think that they didn't delve quite deep enough into where they should have. I think that they always felt like they were on the surface of things. Up until that last 15 minutes, they always felt like they were on the surface of the themes that they were trying to dig into. And by the end of the film, even though it's good that they eventually got there, it feels like they should have got there way earlier if they were going to make an impactful movie. But those are my only two real problems with Blinded by the Light. This is absolutely a feel-good movie. It's very, very sweet. It will give you a big smile on your face. And the acting in it is something that needs to be pointed out more, especially the lead. He does really, really well in this movie. And honestly, I don't know if this kid is a Bruce Springsteen fan or not, but he played one well. But also, the way that he played off the troubled family, it all just felt so real. And that's, I think, for a movie like this, what actors need to do, their main job, is to try to be most as real of people as possible, because then you relate to them, you feel for them, and you want them to succeed. And thankfully, that movie did this. So in the end, Blinded by the Light does have some technical problems, it has some structural problems, and it's not like it's a super duper well-made movie, but by the end of it, there was a huge smile on my face and I walked out very, very happy. I will give Blinded by the Light a 7 out of 10. Alright, that concludes my review for Blinded by the Light. So, what are your thoughts on this film, or what is your favorite Bruce Springsteen song? Comment in the comment section below and let me know. I am Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.